You better get up, get out, and get something.
Okay, now. Competition come, you're supposed to fight. 808 drums, you're supposed to write. Something that ignite all the hustler spirit. G-ass niggas get lit when they hear it.
Wake your ass up. Welcome back to the Wake Up Show. This morning, Wednesday, hump day. Get it together, people. We about to get it started. Welcome back to the Wake Up Show. We got problems at the Mexico-United States border. Blaze kills at least 40 people at a migrant detention center. At least 40 people died on Monday night when a fire broke out at a government-run migrant detention center in Juarez, a city in northern Mexico on the United States border. Mexico officials said Tuesday the deadly blaze was underlying the urgent situation in Mexican cities along the border, which has been inundated with migrants sent back from the United States by a pandemic-era public health restriction that is set to expire early May. The fire at the National Migration Institute facility started shortly after 10 p.m. inside an accommodation area, according to the agency. Authorities said it broke out after they picked up and detained a group of migrants from the streets of the border city, which sits across from El Paso, Texas. 68 men from Central and South America were being held at the facility, adding that 29 who were injured in the fire were taken to the local hospitals for emergency care. At least 28 Guatemalan nationals were among the dead. Guatemala's Institute of Migration confirmed. Mexico's president, Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador, said that the men detained at the center were angry at the officials and had been demonstrating against their deportation. What we know so far is that the migrants from Central America and some Venezuela were in that shelter. We still do not know exactly the name and nationalities of those who unfortunately lost their lives, Lopez Obrador said. This has to do with a protest that they started after we assumed they found out that they were going to be deported, and as a protest, they put mattresses from the shelter at the door of the shelter, and they set fire to them. And they did not imagine that this was going to cause this terrible accident. It is very sad that this happened, and the president added. Let me show y'all something. This is one of the topics that I'm very passionate about in this country, and I don't care what nobody think. This is how I feel, and I feel it's real. We need to stop Mexican with Hispanics, calling them illegals and forcing them to go back to Mexico where the living conditions is hard. They come to this country to make a better life. Black people were brought to this country against their will. Hispanics come to this country and do amazing things. And then they have to worry about being sent back all because of a piece of paper and a certain amount of money that has to be paid. It's crooked. It's a scam. It's politics. It's bullshit. I'm starting to show off this morning, telling the truth, because I'm the truth teller. And I say it just like it is. We got to stop this motherfucking border and sending Mexicans back to Mexico. It's not fair. It's not real. It's all a game. Another subject and topic that is very controversial, but people need to get up on top of. You need to be woke and knowledgeable about this artificial intelligence. It's going to take over the world. It's going to be easy for people to scam people. It's going to be easy for people to pull off tricks and escapades. This shit is on another level. If you're not studying and getting up on the new phase of artificial intelligence, you finna be behind time. You know how people always want to say, oh, I'm going to do this the old school way. Stay in the old school way, you're going to be lost in the sauce. You ain't going to know what's going on out here. Now, using artificial intelligence and archived news article, this team found that black homicide victims were less humanized in news coverage. Emily Osasio says she has always been interested in social justice and science and saw this project as an opportunity to combine them. A teenager in North Virginia created a program to measure media biases and researching older news articles. She found that black homicide victims were less likely to be humanized in news coverage. Emily is 18 years old from Falls Church, Virginia. Man. Created an hour program that analyzed FBI homicide records between 1976 and 1984 and their corresponding coverage published in the Boston Globe to determine whether victims were presented in a humanizing or impersonal way. Now check this out. After analyzing 5,000 entries, the result shows that black men under the age of 18 were 30% less likely to receive humanizing coverage than their white counterparts. I mean, duh. More black people get killed and not put on the news than any other race. That is a fact. I mean, and I believe one of the reasons why so many black people are killing the other black people that they can't even keep up. It's not even important because it's the norm. I don't even think that it's just they just ignoring the fact of it. It's just that black people, out of all the races, black people kill each other the most. White people don't kill each other that much. Hispanics don't kill each other that much. Africans don't kill each other that much. Salvadorians don't kill each other that much. Asians don't kill each other that much. All races will kill each other. But blacks, we are the strong front runner, number one, top of the list, and taking each other's lives. It's sad, but it's true. Black women were 23% less likely to be humanized in the news stories, Osasio said. A news article was considered humanizing when it mentioned additional information about the victim and presented them as a person, not just a statistic. See that? They just put black people in the stat category. But it's because we do so much crazy shit. Not all of us. So anybody that listens to the show and you know you're not in the category of doing ignorant shit as a black person, this shouldn't offend you. If you is, you one of them niggas. And damn it, I said it. Sick of people always got something to say when you're telling the truth. Her findings have not been reviewed by the larger scientific community, but she told CNN that she hoped to expand her research and get it published in a scientific journal. Osio's project earned her second place in the prestigious Science Talent Search on March the 14th, as well as a $175,000 scholarship. Knowledge is power. She done used her brain to get a big old bank. And then she finna go to college and further her intelligence. But there's just proof about this new wave of our intelligence. Did you know people that they say with this new wave of artificial intelligence that people can mimic your voice, the way you sound? So do you realize that with this artificial intelligence that you can receive a phone call with a family member, wife, or child sounding exactly like them with a distress call telling you that they need money, they in the bind, and do you know what? It could be a whole nother person, and they can get your money and take your livelihood without you ever being seen it coming. And this is why they're preparing us. They're trying to prepare us in the future to let us know that we are not going to have no control over people getting over. And they want to sit back in the cuts and play like they slow. In the future, it will be people getting scammed by artificial intelligence. Voices calling them, sounding exactly like their family members, tricking them and making people send money and do shit. Making people sign their life away, sign their house away. For instance, this how cold artificial intelligence can be. Let me break this down for people that's not catching it. Say you trying to buy a house. You're in the midst of closing. Somebody know that. They can hook up the artificial intelligence, give you that call, have you talking to the realtor, have you sign a paperwork, and have you deposit in the check into an account that you thought was for the house that you thought you was going to buy. But they done scammed you out your $10,000 down payment. With this new artificial intelligence, this shit is going to be real. Somebody going to be able to call you with this new artificial intelligence and say, hey, such and such in the hospital, you better get her right now. They just got shot. Just to get you to intentionally leave your house so they can break in and steal all your valuables. You're not going to even ever see it coming. You rushing to go check on this family member that has been shot to make sure that they survive and they still alive. You're in panic mode. You're not even thinking. This how cold this artificial intelligence is going to be. It's going to knock people's socks off. It's going to put people in position in life that they never been in, good and bad. Some people going to win. Some people going to lose. You just tuned in to the Wake Up Show this morning. I ain't going to hold y'all all day. Do something with yourself. Do something with your life. You can be somebody. You can make a comeback. You can get knocked down and get back up and still win the fight. This is Legend the Comic. I just might make you bum it. My YouTube channel, Real for the Real Media. My Facebook, Mark Johnson. My TikTok, Legend the Comic. Check me out. Everything gonna be all right. Thank you for tuning in to the show. Until the next time.
From the pasture, Def Jam Blaster, Mo City Talk, spin a record like Casher, character and clasher, high grade casher, Willow Ridge High School, high end clasher, dealer with the fat rope, dealer with the white dope. Muhammad couldn't save me, neither could the white pope. Silk shirt, leather pants, what you need, 2010s, got your rock